sitting here thinking about all the families where a member of the family decided that they would continue the use of illegal substances instead of their family. And what brought it to my mind and what had me thinking was a movie of a popular R&B singer that just recently came out. And he was sitting there in the hospital after he almost OD'd. And his wife was sitting there holding their daughter, and she was like, "Oh, please don't die, please don't die, I need you, please don't die, please don't die, please don't die, I need you." And he wakes up and he says, "No more heroin, no more cocaine, no more drugs." Soon after that, he ended up going to jail for a little while. And in jail, he detoxed. He went through the process and he allowed himself to detox. And he wanted to quit, and it was painful. And he wanted to, somebody even walked up to him, offering some drugs to catch the edge off. And as bad as he wanted it, and he looked at the guy, he turned it down. He gets out of jail, and his wife picks him up, and the first thing she does after she hugs and kisses him, she pulls out some drugs. And he looked at her and he said, "I told you I'm done. I told you I quit." And she goes on this rant about this is what helped me through while you were in jail and you wasn't here for me, and blah, 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 blah. You know, what was said. And over the next course of time in their marriage, he was true to his word that he was done with drugs. But she kept going. And she kept going. And it severed their marriage. And as I'm sitting here thinking about that, I'm thinking how many marriages, how many families have been torn because one person decided that drugs was more important than their marriage. I have no words. I feel like family is the strongest thing, the strongest bond, the strongest connection that you will ever have in this world. There's nothing stronger than that. You have people that hate their mom or hate their dad or hate their sister or brother, but yet they still miss them. They still think about them. So there's nothing stronger than the bond that God has established in marriage and in family on this earth. And for you to give a family for something outside of family hurts my heart. I truly believe that the center of everything is family, and for you to allow something else to come into that center. Now, I know right now I'm talking about drugs, but there's so many other things out there. Right now, the drugs are on my mind because of the movie that I recently saw. But people put all kind of stuff in the middle of marriages, in the middle of families. They're putting other people. They're putting their children in the middle of the relationship, in the middle of the marriage. They're putting money, politics, sporting events, all kind of stuff, not potential, position, jobs, all kind of stuff we're putting in the middle, and we wonder why the family structure is not as strong as it used to be. We wonder why the family is breaking down day by day. We wonder why we can't seem to get a control over our children. We wonder why everything is going as bad as it is when we have neglected to continue to solidify the bond of the family. My heart is heavy because of that. We have to get the family back together. We have to strengthen the family. We spend more time paying attention to the fathers that are no good, the mothers that are no good, and the wayward children. When are we going to appreciate the families out there that are surviving and thriving? When are we going to give them an award, even though half of them don't even want it? When are we going to appreciate them for the 25 to 30 year or even a 2-year marriage that has survived the test of time? We need to encourage, we need to promote those type of people, those type of marriages. I was talking to a guy last Thursday and found out that I've been seeing and not really talking to him for 3 years and know of him. And he sat down next to me at my son's football game, and I found out that he was a single father. He was a single parent, raising his daughter who's around teenage, early teens, and his son who's about 8 or 9. And I was like, man, it ain't that many of y'all. And he looked at me, he said, there's really more of us out here. They just overlook us. And I've been thinking about that ever since. Yes. We need a day to commemorate those that are taking the plunge, those that are taking the challenge, those that are thriving, those that are doing it. We need to do this. Let them know that your labor is not in vain. Let them know that strengthening the family and the family structure is worth it in the end. The center of everything is family. We have to stop allowing things to get betwixt the husband, the wife, the father, the son, the daughter, the mother. We have to focus on that. It's Mr. Bowtie telling you 2 things. Be the best you that you can be, and it's called life. Live it.